Hi, got my glasses on so I can see how to operate this machine. And I made a video a couple nights ago, so I'll start there. And apparently I do not know how to edit video very well. And I ramble, so bear with me. I'm going to out myself on what one of my biggest obstacles is in my weight loss journey. And that is right now feeling extremely overwhelmed because of a lot of details. I'm the detail girl in my house. So everybody, as long as their space looks good and they get to dump it all down into what they consider my space, feels better running around in the main part of the house. It's nice and clean for the most part. But the rest becomes all up to me. I hear somebody coming in, so I'm going to stop the video at the moment. Right now I'm going to give you a tour of my basement. And this is what's holding me back the most. And it's kind of an accumulation of 15 years worth of details and crap. And I like to do things in a nice, slow, steady, organized fashion. My husband is the exact opposite. Everything's fast, let's get this done, cross it off the to-do list, and let's move on. But the after effects of all of his projects also become my problem. And I've reached a point where I'm just overwhelmed, and I kind of avoid doing some of it. I pick at it. But the fact that it's not finished is driving me insane. So I have to buckle down, and I've given myself a 2-week deadline, and I'm going to get this entire thing situated in 2 weeks so I can refocus my weight loss efforts where they need to be. One, I need to work out down here, and being faced with all of this doesn't make me want to. I'm back. So anyway, I don't even remember where I was. I've been back upstairs and back down here and had to have a conversation. Anyway, I'm about to show you one of the biggest obstacles, probably the biggest. And what I was trying to tell you is that it's an accumulation over 15 years and from various projects. For example, this basement was an unfinished basement when we first moved in, and I ran my own business for 12 years, and then instead of emptying out my desk and being able to say drawer number L4 for number 4 on the left so that everything could come back in and be organized on the way out and in, it was just thrown into boxes. And it wasn't even by drawer. It was, here's some of this drawer, here's some equipment, here's some from this file cabinet, which was like for like my children's baby books or photos, and it's a mess. And I have been avoiding it for a very long time because it makes me angry. I just get so mad that it wasn't done right in the first place, and now I'm looking at who knows how long to fix it. And I don't like having to constantly fix what everybody else has done. But that's where I'm at. I have to. And I tried to ignore it for many years and say it doesn't bother me. I'm going to pretend like that's not there. It's not going to bother me. But it is bothering me. I can't accomplish one great task because there's so many of them, and I just make a dent here and make a dent there. I don't ever get to go, yay, that's done. Check this out. This looks great. I feel great. Look what I did. I don't get to do any of that. And I think that really, when I do get back into having some satisfaction, a sense of achievement and accomplishment, it'll start the momentum of moving forward. So that's my plan, Stan. And I'm going to prove to you that I am the organized person in this house. But I can't force other people to be organized. Despite my best efforts, I just can't make it happen. I could take care of 5 executives in an office building, but I can't wrangle these 4 in my own house. Why is that? Okay, let's do this. Let's zoom out. Sorry about that. This is my basement. And I am in the middle of trying to accomplish this problem. I like to identify a problem. I like to find a solution. I'm a problem solver, and I know what has to be done has to be done. No more avoiding it. I'm only hurting myself. Nobody else seems to care one bit. So, this right here is the floor, which was completely covered 2 days ago. I've made a huge dent, the best that I can around the needs of everybody else. Let me show you some of the crap that goes on here. This is part of a camouflage curtain from it decorates my son's room, his window, and apparently my oldest decided he wanted to use it for something and took it off, and here it lies. And this is coupons that I was clipping for quite a long time, and I would donate them to the military because they could use our coupons 6 months past the expiration date that we get. But then I heard they were closing the commissaries, and I fell behind because they were sending me instructions on what to send and what not to send, and I couldn't keep up because I was doing it in my quote-unquote spare time. So I had to throw in the towel for a while. Hopefully I'll get back to that. This is my sewing box. Here's an old baby monitor. Discs of pictures. I don't even know why that's there, other than my youngest loves to go through home movies and he never wants to stop. And this is more paperwork to sort. So I've made a big dent in one box of goodies, receipts, blah blah blah. Got them sorted by category so that they can eventually find a home or be pitched, whatever the case may be. They are sorted by category, and that even includes I have one here, diet and fitness, but I can't find it at the moment. So this is like where my sorting center is at the moment. From there, I move it over to my desk so that I'm not killing my back and my knees. Let's take a little walk into my laundry room. Now, the first video I made, there was a backpack here for over 2 months. My husband said he wanted to take it on vacation, and he never did. And then when we got back, he just walked past it 4 times a day. And yesterday I said, what are you going to do with this? Let's get rid of it. He did. Here are clothes that no longer fit any of the kids. Now, most people donate them or throw them away. I, on the other hand, want to take a quilting class and learn how to turn it into a quilt. It's a goal I set for myself, and I'm not giving that up. This is from my daughter's closet. I don't know why it's down here. She probably tried to make a bracelet, but this was given to her by her great-great-grandmother, and it should still be somewhere safe in her closet. Somebody decided it needed to come down here, and it was probably my husband. He likes the closets upstairs to be cleaned out instead of using them to store things, which I feel that they're made for. And these are just bags for laundry. So let's take a look around here. This is the unfinished portion of the basement, and we've studded out this side. On the other side of this wall is the playroom. That's the laundry chute. No big deal. But then we go over here. Here's another door because we plan to make 2 more rooms down here. But there's at least a dozen boxes of stuff for me to sort through. Now what happened here is during the basement remodel, my husband threw everything into boxes in an unorganized fashion and brought them back in, and they've been sitting here waiting for me to pick through. Don't really want to do it, but I've gotta. See, for example, there's baby books, a notebook, spider webs, which is going to be a problem for me. And in here it looks like there's papers and office equipment. I don't know why my camera's all blurry. Can you see? So, looks like there's some old discs in here. Don't even have any idea. I mean, that's a high school yearbook right there. Or junior high yearbook for me. And then there's, where I hang my laundry, things that need to air dry. And over here is a temporary place for the activity cupboards. Now, here's proof that I've made numerous attempts at being an organized person. Ta-da! This is probably one of my favorite places because there's proof. It's not me. So when my husband is yelling, why does this have a place, or why is this out here? Nobody ever wants to bring them back down. Colored pencils, markers, there's scissors, there's paint pads and rollers, and there's glue and foam shapes, and one for pencils that's just not labeled, and paint cups, and beads, and embellishments, and craft sticks, and they all are supposed to go down here. Always. People will come and take them out and leave them upstairs and never bring them back down. Look. Paint balls, paint stamps, paint pens, Color Wonder markers, more paint stamps back there. Here's one for crayons that's lost its label. There's puff paint, and there's glitter paint, and there's painting smocks, and paint daubers, and in the paint itself, and watercolor supplies up there in that nice tall bin. So, does that look like somebody who is disorganized? Not to me. Not to me at all. So, now we'll walk through the basement and leave like the family room area. And I will show you this. I once gave up reconciling the credit card statements with receipts. I have no idea how many are in there. I probably lost out on a lot of write-offs over whatever year that was. I handed it over to my husband for a change. I said, you do it. You have no idea what's going on. I'm sick of doing this. And he didn't. They're all in boxes. And I look at that now and go, that's a lot of work. I don't think I want to save those anymore. I think I'd like to pitch them, and my accountant says, no, you can't do that. So, here is a desk that I bought from a garage sale and repainted and refinished, and it's supposed to be a place where the kids could do homework and play on a computer while I worked behind me over here at my desk. They never use it because, unfortunately, you know, they just trash the place and nobody can do anything down here. Look over here. That's a treadmill, and yes, I do get on that and use it around all the crap. These, in these organized bins, those are like Lincoln Log setup and toys. And those are organized by category as well. They belong in the toy room that is behind me. This here was an attempt at sorting a couple years back. And I have a series of folders labeled and everything. I was creating categories a couple years ago. And, you know, they got moved around. I didn't get to finish. There used to be a table here, and those boxes were underneath and on top of the table, and I was creating those categories, and honestly, I can't even tell you why the table's gone. Must have needed it for some other project, and my stuff got dumped like that there, and I've been avoiding it since. I hate disorganization. I shut down when things get nasty because I guess I just don't feel like there's any need for this. And why does it become my problem when it does? I didn't do this. So, you know, I have a real issue with it. This is a box of photographs that used to just be high school stuff, but now I'm throwing all pictures in there to attempt to have a picture box that I will assemble all pictures. Digital kind of wrecked me. I was great at developing rolls of film and taking care of them pronto. Digital came along, and then there were so many pictures that you didn't even want, but yet they were all on the computer.